Teachers have denied government claims that it has commenced implementation of the improved welfare packages President Muhammadu Buhari promised teachers some 2 years ago. They made this clarification at the commemoration of the 2022 World Teachers' Day in Abuja. Helen Osamide-Akins reports.
October 5 every year is set aside to celebrate the many contributions of teachers to nation building. Without teachers, many of the nation's policy makers, industry players and celebrities might not have had the opportunity to excel. Dachok Bagos from Plateau State brings his colleagues' attention to the importance of this day. He says a standing ovation and increased pay for teachers cannot be too much for their sacrifices.
It will be an honor for the House to give honor to teachers in Nigeria and at the same time to give them, if possible,
Teachers all over the world are important to human capital development. But in Nigeria, it is apparent that teachers are not given the recognition they deserve for imparting knowledge on others to attain success. A recent report shows that over 60% of teachers do not have job satisfaction and are psychologically discouraged due to low take-home pay, poor working conditions, and the blatant disregard for their salient contribution to nation building. In 2020, at an event to commemorate World Teachers' Day, the federal government promised to reward teachers through a special salary structure allowance and an upward review of their take-home pay. 2 years down the line, this promise has not been implemented, despite government announcing that it has commenced implementation.
We humbly urge the federal government to fast-track the implementation of the approved incentives to ensure that teachers are adequately motivated to carry out their professional duties with dignity and satisfaction.
We are actually hoping and praying that yes, that will come. As a union level, we are not resting on our oars to ensuring that we put pressure on the government to ensuring that they actually fulfill part of their promises.
The Vice President is one of the dignitaries present at the occasion. He restated government's commitment to implementing professional teaching qualification standards.
We are also developing a verifiable database of teachers in Nigeria. Already, the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, the TRCS, has registered 2,108,342 teachers.
The National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission has completed work on the reviewed remuneration packages for teachers in both basic and secondary schools.
Highlight of the event was the handing out of awards to different categories of outstanding teachers and schools.
The theme of this year's World Teachers' Day, the transformation of education begins with teachers, seeks to highlight the important role teachers are expected to play in transforming and shaping the future of education in the midst of growing society needs and challenges of the 21st century, such as climate change, rising inequalities, and rapid technological changes. Helen Osamide-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.